Black History Month is about celebrating the achievements of African Americans.
We would like to honor African American women who have worked even harder in the male-dominated society.
So, in honor of this extraordinary month, we would like to introduce to you the African American women of our choice. These women have suffered personal abuse, illness, and racism during some time in their lives.
These intelligent, life-changing women have conquered all obstacles that the society has placed before them. These African American women have empowered individuals to make a difference in this world. No matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on, and it will be better tomorrow. Maya Angelou.
Here are the women we have chosen to honor in this video, a tribute to women of color.
Ella Fitzgerald was called the first slave song because she was the most popular female jazz singer in the United States. She won 13 Grammy Awards and sold over 40 million albums.
Ella overcame a rough time in her early life to come with so much fame. When Ella was 13, her mother died in a car accident. Her mother's boyfriend had a fatal heart attack. Ella became so unhappy that she began to skip school and to get in trouble with the law. She was sent to an orphanage where her caretakers beat her.
Later in life, Ella's luck changed. She sung during an amateur night competition and won. She was discriminated against because of her color, but received support from many celebrity fans, including Marilyn Monroe.
Ella Fitzgerald was awarded the National Medal of the Arts by President Reagan.
Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
Halle Berry was the first African-American woman to receive an Oscar for Best Actress. She is a former beauty queen and one of the biggest names in Hollywood. As a child, she was traumatized by domestic violence in her own household. During her childhood, Halle Berry grew up with a violent, abusive father who used to beat her mother. As an adult, the Academy Award winner gives her time and money to help domestic violence victims. Her current project is renovating apartments for women and children fleeing domestic abuse.
I would like to talk about Oprah Winfrey. She started out in life as a poor girl from Mississippi. She studied hard and obtained a full scholarship to Tennessee State University. Oprah started her own talk show and founded her own production company. Because Oprah was a victim of childhood sexual abuse, she is now investing in helping other victims. She presently is the first black woman to become a billionaire.
Robin Roberts is a news reporter for Good Morning America, a morning news program. Robin grew up in Pass Christian, Mississippi, and is the daughter of a Tuskegee Airman. She always had a passion for reporting the news. She was an anchor at the local news stations in the South. She hosted SportsCenter for ESPN and ABC World News. She overcame breast cancer in 2007. However, she contracted a rare blood disorder from the chemotherapy. After many months of painful treatment and a bone marrow transplant, Robin returned to Good Morning America. During this time, she officially came out as a gay woman. Robin received the prestigious Arthur Ashe Courage Award that was presented to her by LeBron James.
I believe everything happens for a reason. I do. We all have these bad things that happen in our lives. But the tragedy is not those things happening. The tragedy is if we don't take the time to understand the meaning.
To appreciate the path that Robin Roberts has taken, you have to understand where she comes from. Born in a small town in Mississippi at the height of the civil rights movement, to parents who made sure their children were aware of the turbulence of the world around them, made sure they learned from it.
They shielded us from so much, but they knew that we had to experience some because they didn't want us to be oblivious to the challenges that we were going to face.
Her father, Colonel Lawrence Roberts, was a decorated member of the legendary Tuskegee Airmen, the first African-American pilots in the U.S. Armed Forces. Her mother, Lucy Marion, was a teacher and the first African-American to head Mississippi's Board of Education. Robin is the youngest of their 4 children, each raised to believe they could make a difference. So she found a different outlet for her passion, a path that was as challenging as it was ambitious.
I just wanted to be a sports journalist at a time where women, especially women of color, you didn't see it.
Maya Angelou is an American author, poet, actress, dancer, and civil rights activist. She had a natural talent for writing and singing. Growing up in Arkansas, she experienced racial prejudice and discrimination. When she was 7, she was raped by her mother's boyfriend, and for several years she did not speak. At age 14, she dropped out of school, and at age 16, she became pregnant. Then her life turned around and she performed off-Broadway in plays and musicals. Her most famous work was I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, which was written about her life experiences. This book made literary history as the first non-fiction bestseller by an African-American woman. In all, Angelou produced more than 30 best-selling works of fiction and non-fiction. President Obama awarded Angelou with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Angelou recently passed May 28, 2014. Her most famous work was, You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them.
All the whites who picked up cotton pickers would pick them up in front of our store. And about dawn, the wagons would come rolling in. We'd open the store early so they could buy peanut patties, cans of sardines, hunks of cheese, and take them out to the cotton fields. And then they would bring them back at dusk, just about dark. We would fold out of these wagons, dead tired, beat. But on Saturday, big day Saturday at the store, then the people would talk, and they would be so sassy. And then if a white person would come, they'd become meek and sure, yes, sir, that's right. And you would see this thing that happened, this mask, or these masks,